About 1955 or 56, I was a young child. My father drove us to Camp Hebron before they purchased the ground. The association purchased the ground to become a camp. After that, I started to come to Camp Hebron when I was 11, and came to camp every year from then on. We had tents back by the old pool, and then we were cabin camps, of course, just the lower loop. And our church, Slate Hill Mennonite, built the cabin, Grouse Hideaway.
In '76, we started our own business, construction business. And I think it was the second winter, either second or third winter after I'd started in business. It was a little slow, but it was also over the time when the old Maple Dell building had burned. And so Jake Nauman had come up and was rebuilding that. And it was during the winter, and I was low on work. I had one employee, so it's like, I'll come up and I'll volunteer my time, and they can't pay for my employees' time. So that winter I ended up giving probably about 30 days, and it kind of reminded me of giving our first fruits, because our business, took off well after that. So anyway, I had our involvement with camp became a lot more than what I ever had expected, and it just continues to this day. We just help in different ways now.
So a few years ago, as Jen and I talked, we felt like we wanted to find a vacation opportunity or something that we could do as a family that was more than just your standard vacation, more than just a trip to the beach, that it would be enriching for our lives, that it would be a place where not only are we resting or enjoying things, but we're getting spiritual input, we're experiencing God, we're sharing with other people, we're growing with other people, learning to know other families that are similar to us in the way of wanting to follow God and share the same faith. And so that's why we decided to come to family camp, is just to really have a more rich and more, just a better experience than just your standard vacation. So that's why we decided to come.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a place of sanctuary. It's just a place of rest from all the craziness of life. And you go almost any other vacation, and there's just the craziness all around you. And here, that's just not there.
It's always a thing I look forward to every summer, because it's a time to just get away from like normal life and to come and like hang out with people and nature and God. To me, the fact that I only come like a couple weeks a year, I've always wanted to come more. I'm always sad when I have to leave camp, because it's like my home away from home.
Lee and I also, as we attend Slate Hill Mennonite, every time we have a baptismal services, the people that are being baptized share their testimonies. And we always say before we go to the service, I wonder how many people will mention Camp Hebron. And almost every time they have mentioned Camp Hebron. So I think Camp Hebron is where many people give their lives to Jesus, and it's a first-time commitment for young children, and I think it's probably the first time that many of young children are really away from their parents and find out who God really is. So I think camp has touched many, many people, and I think that's why we are very honored to be part of the Camp Hebron ministry.
I think for me now, camp is really a place of rest. It's a place where you can leave whatever you've come with, you can leave it behind. And here's a place where God meets you, and you can let those things go. You can be refreshed, renewed, and be changed for when you go back to where you were.
I think as far as giving, we want to continue to help camp and support camp in whatever way we can, due to the fact that this is where I think most people meet Jesus, and they make their commitment for the Lord here, and then also recommitments to the Lord, and then also, like Lee said earlier, about just meeting people's needs, and as they move through life, so they can, like our tag says, connect with God, nature, and each other.
We are the Roland family, and we love Camp Hebron.